Creature from Black Lake is coming to a theater near you. A Jim McCullough production, rated PG.
I felt close to the adventurers who'd left their calling cards at Watson Lake as they crossed into the Yukon, and even closer to those who'd made a similar journey at the turn of the century. Folks who set out after something they didn't know where to find, but knew was out there someplace. With so many pouring into the Yukon during the gold rush, it's no surprise there'd be such a rich source of stories about Bigfoot. For the first time in my life, I understood what made people like that tick. It's more than gold. I guess we all need a frontier to explore. Don't necessarily have to go off into it. Just makes you feel kinda good knowing it's there. Thousands of these people came from everywhere. Tent cities sprung up where no man had ever even walked. If Bigfoot came here to keep clear of man, its seclusion didn't last for long. Such a rich source of information had to bring new leads. Sure enough, an old miner's story told how the glaciers up there were the burial grounds of the Bigfoot. That would explain why there were no remains. The creatures carried their dead over thousands of miles just to deposit them in crevices that open up in the spring thaw. Can you imagine? I went there searching for some remains. I did find tracks, so I had to be close. I found bones that told many different stories, but none of Bigfoot. The constant movement of the glaciers could either crush the remains or wash them to the sea. Burial grounds of the Bigfoot. I thought of the people who were the source of these stories. Their friends called them crazy, and some of them might have been. But you wouldn't believe the extremes they went to for their fortunes, romance, and the unexplored. I guess it wasn't so tough to believe Bigfoot could have gone to similar extremes for a far more instinctive, basic drive, as burying his dead. So many questions. Well, I sure understood what drove those miners as they sailed up the river in pursuit of gold. For I'd soon ride the same river in pursuit of Bigfoot. The miners were gone now, but I knew Bigfoot had to still be around. The frequency of current sightings meant he'd somehow survive the diseases the white man brought into the wilds. The tuberculosis, measles, wiped out whole tribes of Indians and Eskimos. He'd even survived the violence reaching out from the boomtowns. Now I understood why Bigfoot steered clear of man. He had to, in order to survive. However vicious the creature might be, I gained a lot of respect for the elusive Bigfoot and its ability to endure. But if we were to find it, we'd have to get to the furthest outpost of civilization. When we ran out of road, we saw the remnants of the old pioneers giving way to the machinery of the new. Thousands were now pouring back up to the new gold rush for the black gold, oil. How much longer could Bigfoot avoid all these people? Where would he go next? I gambled on him heading north. Well, traveling had been tough, so we treated ourselves to the fanciest hotel in town. There, Yukon Frida. Her sketches were based on recent sightings and descriptions of Bigfoot from that very area. As we started our journey up the river, I thought of the statues and drawings I'd seen in Arizona, California, Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, the Yukon, and now above the Arctic Circle. All of them resembling the very creature I saw myself. They were too similar, over too vast an area to be coincidental. But these images weren't good enough for the experts below. I still had a lot of questions to answer. There were no grocery stores up here, so we ate off the land or purchased fish from the Eskimos. I knew I could get my answers from these people, 'cause stories of Bigfoot were as plentiful as the food. One man told of the strange day his mother died. In a cabin like this, family and friends gathered to await the passing of her spirit. That night, they heard a soft scratch at the door. There was Bigfoot, chanting in a strange tongue. Everyone was terrified. The spirit of his mother was speaking through the voice of Bigfoot. They must abandon their homes, which they did. The next day, an ice floe changed the river, and waters now flow where the village once stood. I asked to see this area, hoping for a sign of Bigfoot. The man said, if you wish to see the king of the animals, he breeds in the mating grounds of the Alaskan moose. The moose came, as if a sign, reaffirming the man's words. Up the river by a salmon wheel, a lone Eskimo greeted us with the words, "Bigfoot is not here." How did he know what we were after? He told a tale about a trapper who killed a creature in the early 40s, bringing the wrath of Bigfoot down upon his people. He said, One night, I was caught out on the trail with only a few minutes of twilight left. The lights began to shine in the sky. They were bright, and traveling was good. Then the snow turned red. To the north, south, east, and west, rivers of blood flowed across the sky and down into the snows. It seemed to be the last day of the world. Bigfoot was punishing us for bringing it sorrow. But then, the good white light rose from the north. What followed was a battle of 1,000 warriors. The white light was the spirit of Bigfoot, left to die by the trapper. It returned in the form of a white raven to protect us from the red wrath of its grieving brothers. If you travel the river, you may see him. And if you do, he will bring you luck. Then the native gasped, pointing to a bird soaring above us. The legendary white raven. The fisherman said, "Bigfoot smiles upon you. You will bring word of him to the people below." Mine was reeling. At the next village, the natives were waiting for us. They had heard about the white raven and wanted to show us their secret, sacred figure. Here it was again. They told us how Bigfoot was their friend. Their friend? How did they think such a violent creature could be their friend? They told how Bigfoot carried the bodies of men killed or lost in the Arctic winter to the edge of the nearest village to be buried by their own kind. When I asked where I could make contact with their friend, they said, "In the land of shining eyes." But they warned me not to violate Bigfoot's domain. I reminded them of the white raven. So they taught me a chant to sing on the night of the full moon and promised I would see the glowing eyes of Bigfoot. Well, I wasn't going to have a thing to do with any chanting. So I set up walkie-talkies 300 yards from the tent to monitor any movements on the tundra during the night. At the first sound, I'd have a jump on the creature. Then the wait. The land was lush with vegetation. Perfect feeding ground. Berries, lichen, gnats, bugs, millions of fish. Not just a land of ice and snow. I understood why Bigfoot and so many animals flocked to the Arctic to breed and raise their young. But this land was strangely silent. Where were the animals? My transmitter had been thrown 15 feet. And the tundra held no tracks. Days passed. I felt like a fool, but now I'd go to any ends to conjure up the creature. Soon Peg saw what she thought were two car lights approaching. I was caught in the darkness, but Peg guided me toward the lights. I had to find out what it was. Then we realized they were the shining eyes. This time, I couldn't let Bigfoot escape. But dawn broke, and it disappeared behind a rainbow. This was too much. I felt like I was coming apart at the seams. Here I was, an experienced mountain man all my life, acting like a spooked tenderfoot. I still had 1,000 questions, and so few answers. I couldn't concentrate. My head was spinning with tall tales and folklore. I no longer knew what to believe. I had to get away from the others and be by myself. There were the salmon, back after 10 years of living in the sea, to spawn in the exact place of their birth, and then to die. They reminded me of those I'd seen at Kodiak in the days when I was a pure tracker, stuck to nature's signs and wasn't so confused with all the legends and stories of man. And there were geese. My first clue to Bigfoot's migratory pattern. I began to feel close to nature again. I knew that's where I'd find the answers to my questions. And the caribou. The shining eyes. Scratching velvet off their antlers release swamp gas from the tundra to glow in the night. It's all what must have been the monarch of the North. I was terrified. It could crush the likes of me with one swoop. But it was the most magnificent animal I think I've ever seen. He didn't seem to notice me as he made a clearing. He sharpened his horns as if to prepare for combat. I thought he'd come for me now. Instead, he dug a pit and marked it with his scent. This attracted cows from all over the area and seemed to warn other bulls to keep away. The cows declared themselves his by covering themselves with his scent. I'd made it. The mating grounds of the Alaskan moose, where no man had ever been before, and possibly the breeding grounds of Bigfoot. Some young bulls seemed a little overeager and found the monarch defending his territory against all intruders, while others waited for the right moment to move in. Then he saw me. But luckily, a match for the monarch challenged him for his cows and territory. Those who'd waited now moved in. While the bulls were fighting, nature made sure there'd be a good crop of calves come spring. Finally, the monarch triumphed. Now, too preoccupied to give any notice to me, he gathered his cows. And according to the law of nature, the strongest began to breed. I was deeply moved by what I'd seen, but still, no sign of Bigfoot. The salmon lay dying in the streams, signaling the end of the breeding season. Time was running out, so we took to the air. The Arctic winter could close us in at any moment, so we had to move fast. Why couldn't I find this creature? Was my theory wrong? When I saw the expanse of space below, I laughed. Anything could be out there. They'd found Stone Age men in New Zealand. There were prehistoric fish being pulled out of the Persian Sea. My God, a primitive man walked out of the mountains 70 miles from the capital of California. There's so much territory yet to be explored. We found undiscovered wrecks of men who tried to break into this wilderness and were never heard of again. I couldn't think of the risks. Everything I believed in was on the line. Suddenly, the pilot whipped around. There he was, a young Bigfoot, frozen like a tree. We raced back to the river, but he slipped away. Seeing the young Bigfoot confirmed my theory. I could now roughly predict the creature's movements. The crew celebrated the sighting, but it wasn't enough for me. I knew I needed to document Bigfoot's habits. The young Bigfoot's tracks led me from the river to a lush meadow. He'd passed through a herd of grazing muskox. I wondered what Bigfoot fed on. Maybe he ate vegetation too. Or fish. I'd seen him by a river. Of course, he could have been cleaning himself. Or drinking. Of course, he could be a predator. One of these oxen had last him half the winter. Bigfoot's behavior still held many mysteries. But now it was just a matter of time before I solved them.
Sun up, yeah, early start, so we can get to bed.
Winter now closed down on us in earnest. We were forced to move south, just like the animals. The caribou gathered for their migration. They'd be the source of food for all the meat-eating animals that followed. If Bigfoot were a meat-eater, he'd feed on caribou too. If I could prove that he did, I'd have a clue to the place he held in nature. If I could film it, I'd have the kind of documentation the experts demanded. Whatever his habits, I knew the road would be paved with danger. I was devastated by the slaughter of the caribou. I kept thinking of Bigfoot and its migration. It had to be protected. It could be wiped out before I had a chance to study it. But how could I get protection for something so few believed existed? I needed that unchallengeable proof I'd first set out for. There was no sign of Bigfoot with the caribou. It must eat vegetation or fish. The perfect place. Beaver Swamp in the spring. I got there early and planned to stay as long as I could. I used every trick I learned over my years as a trapper and carefully covered my scent with ammonia. Beaver Swamp. The geese. If my theory was right, Bigfoot would follow shortly. I searched for the perfect place to set up a blind. When I found it, I moved in and set up my cameras. Day after day, I waited. and soon grew jealous of the other animals' freedom. I was stiff, chilled to the bone, but I was determined not to make a move that might warn Bigfoot of my presence. What if he didn't come? Then a movement in the woods. The sun hadn't come up yet. It was hard to make out what I'd seen at first. There he was, Bigfoot, standing no more than 100 yards from my blind. I began to shake all over. I could barely keep hold of my camera. He was awesome. Then, behind me, another one, smaller, possibly younger. How many of them were there? Was I surrounded? They were the most extraordinary creatures I'd ever seen. I now knew why the Eskimos called Bigfoot the king of the animals. The older, larger one was 7 feet tall, 450 to 500 pounds. His domed head and long dark hair, just like the other creatures I'd seen. His odor was overwhelming. The same thick, musky scent that first led me to Bigfoot so long ago. The young one was no more than 5.5 feet tall, 250 pounds. If my guess was right, probably on its first trip away from its northern breeding grounds. He'd probably never seen a man before. If he saw me, he could panic and attack. Then I looked around and realized the other animals were carrying on normally. If danger was around, they would have fled. Just as the Eskimos had said, Bigfoot is a benevolent creature. It doesn't even attack or feed on other animals. It seems to eat only vegetation or sometimes fish. Here it was before me, pulling up the tender swamp grass with its hands. Remarkable huge hands that seemed capable of grasping, scooping up drinking water and splashing to rid itself of parasites. I'd done it. Here I was again with Bigfoot. Unchallengeable proof my theory had worked. It is a migratory animal, and I now have the documentation of its habits I needed. Now we can begin to understand the place this creature holds in nature. A raccoon came out to start his day's hunting. I knew the nocturnal Bigfoot would soon return to the cover of the forest. I once again said goodbye to this mysterious creature that has somehow outlived its natural role, endured the tests of time, now left to wander the land elusively, with a strange will to survive. Oh, I still have plenty of questions, and I'll continue my search for the answers now. But I assure you, I'll no longer get so caught up in the problems of my research that I'll lose touch with the wonders it reveals.
July 1960. While flying over a remote section of northern Canada, a Canadian aircraft patrol pilot suddenly encountered the huge shape of a strange, unknown giant. But what was it? And where did it come from? Now comes a motion picture that explores this incredible mystery. Don't miss Sasquatch, rated G.
Now showing at the Embassy, 46th Street. Starts tomorrow throughout Greater New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Watch for this ad in your local newspaper.
I don't think anyone ever really believes in ghosts or ghost stories. But there is one they tell about an old deserted little red schoolhouse.
A-hunting we will go, a-hunting we will go. Hoo, hoo, hoo! A-hunting we will go, a-hunting we will go, a-hunting we will go. Hoo, hoo, hoo! A-hunting we will go.
They were all such willing and apt little pupils. That is, all except poor little Casper, who just wouldn't scare people. Why, he just wanted to be friends with everyone.
For homework tonight, we will go out and practice what we screech. Class dismissed.
A-hunting we will go, a-hunting we will go. Hoo, hoo, hoo! A-hunting we will go.
Now, every night while his classmates were out scaring the daylights out of people, Casper would happily hop along, hoping to find a friend.
Hi, Doc. My name's Casper. Can I... I might as well be dead. Nobody wants me for a friend. Gee whiz, a baby duck. Oh, you're hungry, huh? I think I can do something about that. Say, aren't you afraid of me? Now I have a real friend. I'm gonna call you, Dudley.
During the next few weeks, I'm sure you couldn't have found a ghost in better spirits than our little Casper.
Dudley. Now you better watch me, because you'll have to learn how to swim. Well, that ought to give you a rough idea how to swim.
Each night, they would snuggle up in their little nest, and Casper would guard his little friend Dudley with his very life. Or with whatever it might be called. Ah, friendship is such a beautiful thing.
I don't think you're old enough yet, but you have to learn how to fly sometime. That's nothing. You just need some ground training first. Now watch me. Now you try it. You earn your wings. Well, I don't think you should do much flying the first. Hey, Dudley, where are you? Dudley. It's me. Casper. Your old pal. Your buddy. Please, Dudley, say something. Dudley!
It's the night of the senior prom, and everybody is there, even Carrie White. The girl no one likes, and everyone makes fun of. The girl who lives in that creepy house with her cruel mother. The girl with the strange power. But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie. She'll be voted Queen of the Prom. For Carrie, it will be a dream come true. For everyone else, it will be a nightmare. Carrie, a new film by Brian De Palma, starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and John Travolta in his first motion picture role. If you have a taste for terror, you have a date with Carrie. Rated R.
What are you looking at?
You. Hey, what you been doing, man? It looked like you're...
Never mind what it looked like because you didn't see anything, understand?
You don't tell me what I did and didn't see. I said it looked...
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Those are some mighty big words for such a little boy. In fact, you best to be careful these next couple days, because you're probably gonna fall down. Have an accident. Sorry, man. Whatever I did to upset you, man. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Miller. You say one word about this, one word, and I'll kill you. You understand me? You understand me, Miller?
Okay, man. Okay, anything you say, man. Anything. Sorry.
Okay, Miller, that's it. I've had it with you. You're going into isolation for the next 2 weeks. Sands? Sands, where the hell are you? Okay, what's going on here, Miller?
Roger?
Hello, Mother.
What are you doing here?
I came back.
Why aren't you at school?
I came back to see you.
Roger, you can't be seen here. I'm throwing a very important party
And no one must know you have a son. Well, that's why I'm here, Mother. I'm sick of having to hide.
Roger.
I want people to know who I am.
No.
That I am your son.
Please.
That you are my mother.
I can't.
You are my mother!
Roger, stop it! Stop it, Roger!
Hey, what the hell are you doing here?
What?
I said, what the hell are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything here.
Oh? Yeah, you vandals are all the same. I know your type. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to get the police up here. I'll get the police out here, I'll tell you. How did you... No, stop. I tell you, I know who you are. You're scared. Get away. You're scared.
Don't you ever give up?
Lieutenant Barrett,
What the hell did you expect?
this is Davis. I'm sorry to disturb you, Lieutenant.
So why did you?
We have a 187.
Well, why call me?
Captain Wells wants you in on it. That's all I know.
Tell Captain Wells to shove it.
I'm telling myself, Barrett, just as soon as you get your ass in high gear.
Okay.
And pick up Holt on the way.
Come on, Captain. Why hold? Balls.
Ta-da! You said this was your day off.
It was.
You haven't even had your dessert yet. I'll save it for you. Aren't you going to wear the boots I bought you?
No.
Hmm? I thought you said you threw those old shoes out.
I lied.
Candy just wants you to look neat, that's all.
In the middle of the night, Candy.
Mm-hmm. You want me to wait up for you, Teddy Bear? No. Okay for you.
Later.
Have a nice time.
Apparent strangulation, Lieutenant. Her larynx appeared to be totally crushed. No doubt by a pair of large and extremely strong hands. But don't call me on that until after the autopsy.
Okay, Jim. Get me a report as soon as possible.
All right.
Don't forget that telephone.
Lieutenant, it's just like the front door. Everything in this place is locked on the inside. It's really funny.
What's funny, Sergeant?
Well, I mean, with all the windows and the doors locked from the inside. Now, Lieutenant, will you tell me how the guy got out of here?
You tell me. Get all the information from her boyfriend?
Oh, yeah. He's a little shook up, but I think he's in the clear.
Holt.
Kevin Kingley was supposed to pick up the girl at 9 o'clock. She didn't answer the door. Her car was still in the garage. She didn't answer the phone when he called from the manager's office. He went up there and kicked in the door. He found the girl dead in the bathtub. Then he called the police. The phone in the den. Does that argue with you, Lieutenant Barrett, sir?
Was the manager with him when he busted in?
I forgot to ask.
Ask.
Yes, sir. Procedure. Hey, Lieutenant, she was with him when he broke in.
You a married man, Mr. Kingsley?
I don't think I have to answer that question.
What?
Listen, Lieutenant, I'm not trying to be evasive. I'd like to avoid an ugly scandal if possible.
It's already ugly. And I can make it a hell of a lot worse.
I've been seeing Mr. Long about 6 months. But I assure you, there's never been the slightest complications. Arguments, threats, marriage. None of those things.
She ever mention anyone giving her a bad time?
You mean, did men make advances to her? I suppose every man she encountered would like to have taken her out.
You know what I mean, Mr. Kingsley. Crazies, freaks.
She used to get obscene telephone calls from someone. But that stopped when she had her number changed and unlisted.
Phone free.
Mr. Kingsley, you can go. Don't get lost. I may need to talk to you again.
This is a left thumbprint we took from the bathroom doorknob. This is one from the bedroom telephone.
They're identical.
And this is Roger Sands' left thumbprint. They're identical, Lieutenant. Roger Sands was definitely in Darlene DeLong's apartment.
Roger Louis Sands, male, Caucasian, age 26, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Convicted for counts of first-degree murder, sentenced to life imprisonment in a North State Institution for the criminally insane.
I studied this case in college. I called it the Celebrity Strangler. His victims were all well-known, actresses, foxes, the models, that type. In fact, his first victim was his own mother, that glamour girl of the 50s, Carlotta Sands.
Now I know why I asked the captain to put you on this case, Holt.
Darlene DeLong was a key witness at the Sands trial. You've made an attempt on her life. There are 2 others that we know of. It's all here in this file. Now, both of these young women came dangerously close to losing their lives. Roxanne Raymond, a professional dancer, and Christina Hartman, that year's Miss Galaxy. Sands actually got his hands on her.
Captain Wells, here's the report from Warden Bowman.
Thank you. Well, that confirms it, Barrett. Sands escaped less than 48 hours ago.
Escaped for maximum security. Come on, Captain. Who let him loose?
Now, don't start that again. Nobody let this one out.
What the hell's this supposed to mean? Escaped under mysterious circumstances. How's it going, Sloan?
No sweat so far.
What you got out there?
Sergeant Archer. And Kobach is out on the beachfront. I think we got the place pretty well covered, Lieutenant.
You better know it's covered.
Who's there, please?
Lieutenant Barrett, I have an appointment with Mrs. Hartman.
Oh, yes. She's expecting you. She's beside the swimming pool at the back of the house.
Mrs. Hartman? Mrs. Hartman, Lieutenant Barrett, I believe you got a call from my office.
Would you please tell me why those men are spying on me? It's David, isn't it? Playing one of his stupid little games again.
David, your husband?
Yes, my goddamned husband. Hey, say, you don't look like a detective.
Your husband has nothing to do with this, Mrs. Hartman. You remember a man named Roger Sands? The night before last, he killed a girl named Darlene DeLong.
Oh, my God. Oh, my dear God, that poor girl. He's out of prison.
We have 4 men on duty around the clock.
That's good. Hey, what about that other girl? She was a dancer, Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne Raymond. We're trying to locate her now.
Would you like a drink, Lieutenant?
It's a little early in the day for me.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have another one. You just took the edge off this one. Excuse me.
Where's your husband now, Mrs. Hartman?
Try Chris. My husband? I don't know. I never know half the time. In Europe someplace, France or Spain. You see, Dave is a habitual globetrotter. He collects visas like some men collect stamps.
Good beauty. You live here all alone?
Yeah, except for my housekeeper. It's a real drag, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
I think I'm gonna buy myself a puppy. Oh, I did love it at first. Oh, sure did. David and I spent much more time together then. Had lots of parties and friends. Took me with him everywhere. We traveled to Europe, met lots of important, famous people like dukes and princesses and ambassadors and even the Queen.
Sounds like you had it all.
Yeah, I guess I have. But I don't anymore. David now treats me like I'm just another trophy in his collection. And you know what happens to yesterday's trophies, Lieutenant? They get dusty.
Still in love with him?
I guess so. I think so. I don't know. Hello? Hold on.
Barrett here.
Hey, Lieutenant. Finally located Roxanne Raymond. She's rehearsing her new show at the West Valley Theater. Wow, is it a wild number? You should... We're searching the place now.
Okay, you stay on top of it until I get there.
Right. Lieutenant! Hey, Lieutenant. Hey, look, how you doing with Miss Galaxy? I hear she's really... Huh?
Buddy, you finally got something right. Roxanne Raymond's okay.
Oh, that is great.
Okay, now you take care of yourself.
Lieutenant, can't you stay a while? I mean, I could make us a nice seafood salad with a real special sauce, huh?
How about a rain check? Mrs. Hartman.
Yeah?
Watch out for your friend here.
Oh.
Up, down, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, darlings, let's try it again. And right this time. Take it from the top.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And lights, and first act curtain, and that's it, kids. Take a break, then we'll run through the second act. And Roxanne, darling, please, please, please try to pick up your cues. You know we open in 3 days.
Roxanne, what's the matter?
I don't know. I suddenly got goosebumps.
Tell me, Doctor, did Sands ever discuss any of his victims with you?
Yes, quite freely on occasion. In one way or another, each of these young women reminds him of his mother. They were all cover girls, you know, Celebrity magazine. In his mind, each time he kills, he actually believes he is killing her all over again. I'm afraid unless Roger Sands is stopped, he will be compelled to continue killing every woman who reminds him of his mother.
What are these books here in his cell?
I believe he's read every book in the prison library.
Yeah, but what are these?
Sands is well educated, you know, actually brilliant in some ways. It's not unusual in the case of the homicidal schizophrenic.
Did he ever mention any friends? Did he write letters to anybody?
No, Roger Sands lived within himself. It's a basic symptom of his psychosis. His mother, not wanting known that she had a child, prevented him from developing any friendships.
That didn't help us a whole lot.
Does Sands have any interests, sports, automobiles, political organizations, anything at all?
Yes, psychic phenomena. It was his major preoccupation. Obsession, I should say.
Are you suggesting that's how he escaped?
I'm simply suggesting that Roger Sands was experimenting with ESP. For instance, I once found him in a total cataleptic state. He was lying on the floor of his cell, as rigid as this desk. We at first thought he was dead, but the medical staff detected a heartbeat. After about 20 minutes, he came out of it.
I don't see how that's going to help us find the bastard.
The ESP Research Institute seems to think it might. They've had a team of parapsychologists studying the case since it reached us. You've no doubt heard of Darwin Van Cott?
Psychometrist,
yes. Well, he and Dr. Ulmer, the head parapsychologist from the Institute, spent considerable time in the subject's cell, where Van Cott could be in physical contact with the object used by Roger Sands. I taped the session. Would you care to hear it?
Yes, please.
Yes, Dr. Ulmer. I seriously believe this Roger Sands could be here in this room with us, and we would be unable to see him.
Dr. Jacobs, could you play that again?
Certainly.
Yes, Dr. Ulmer. I seriously believe this Roger Sands could be here in this room with us, and we would be unable to see him.
Carlotta Sands, married at the age of 17, had one child, one Roger Lewis Sands, became instant star in her first picture age 19. She dumped her husband. Not remarried, but man, did she ever keep the scandal sheets alive with her activity? I think that's mine. I had the one with the mustard. Carlotta Sands, known to have regretted having a child, got in the way of her social life. She kept her son in boarding school most of the time, away from her friends all of the time. Carlotta Sands, strangled to death in the bedroom of her West Park mansion 6 years ago by one Roger Lewis Sands. Since that time, the estate has been in the hands of the probate court.
acting this way, Roger?
Because you are my mother.
You're such a child. Don't you see what it'll do to us if people find out about you?
Where do you get this us stuff, Mother? All you ever cared about was you. What it will do to you. It can't get any worse for me. It's like I've been invisible all my life. And I just can't do it anymore.
Roger, I've had enough trouble as it is. If people find out I have a son your age, it will ruin me.
Then get ready to be ruined, Mother, because I'm busting this thing wide open.
I wish you had never been born.
I wish you'd never been born.
Really something, wasn't she? Amazing how many broads like her get all screwed up. Wind up just another vital statistic.
Let's start with the bedroom.
If someone was in here, how the hell they get out?
Get out in the car and call in a search assist. I want this whole area cordoned off.
Yes, sir.
You two go over that side. Hunt, you go up by the pool, okay? Yes. I got them spreading out all over, Lieutenant.
You ever hear of a Colleen Hudson?
Yeah, she's a socialite, always making news of the international jet set.
find her and fast. Put her under protection. She may be the next one up.
Yes, sir.
What is it, Prince? There's nothing there. Now you behave. Prince, quiet.
Mother.
Candy?
Oh, Candy wanted to surprise you.
Candy did.
Oh.
Oh, Candy, I've had a hell of a day.
Oh. Did you call your mother?
Call my mother.
It's your birthday.
Already?
You should call your mother.
Candy, I don't call my mother on my birthday.
I always do.
Yeah.
Candy has another surprise for you.
Save me.
Come on, sit down over here and close your eyes. Come on. Hurry up. Are you sitting down?
No, not yet.
Are your eyes closed?
No, just...
Hurry up.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Ta-da! Happy birthday.
That's really something.
You see, I told you I was good at something else.
Did you make that?
From scratch. I've been slaving away in the kitchen all day. Come on, blow it out. Make a wish and blow out the candle. Come on. Yay! Cheers. And now, Candy is going to cook you a birthday dinner.
Really?
Would you like chicken and giblets? Or a fillet of sole?
How about macaroni and cheese? Is that a new coat?
Yes. It's your birthday present to me. Did you catch your maniac yet?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe you'll get him tomorrow. How is it? Oh, good. What's his birth sign?
Whose birth sign?
Your maniac.
Candy, I don't know his birth sign.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't believe you. Are you for real?
You want me to prove it to you or something?
To you, not so.
Hey, you! What are you doing back here? Theater's closed.
I work here. Yeah, I'm a stagehand.
Theater's still closed. Come over here. You stay right there.
The human mind possesses vast and totally unexplored resources of psychic energy.
Every object has an energy force, an aura around it.
If the full force of this psychic energy is mastered, it can turn the human mind into the deadliest weapon in the universe.
The energy force in any human can be controlled. It's possible that Mr. Masters has so learned to control the art of releasing energy from his living body and that this energy, or spirit, if you will, is malevolent, mean, angry. And this spirit goes out to murder those whom he thinks have done him harm.
Meet Arnold Masters. Arnold is very imaginative. He can think of millions of ways to murder, and he just might try them all. The Psychic Killer.
I understand that these were accidental deaths. Because there's no other logical explanation, is there? No. Not yet.
There is no possible defense against this maddening horror.
All right, who is it? He fired that shotgun at somebody, but there's no trace of blood or no footprints other than his. And
I know damn well she didn't do it because she's not big enough to break his neck the way we found it.
It can attack anytime. Anywhere. Anyone.
I didn't come here to hurt you. I wanted to see you.
Should I be afraid of you?
I've been watching you all evening.
How could you do that?
I watched you make love to him. I wish it had been me.
No pulse.
No breathing.
No heartbeat.
No, nothing. You might notify all the potential victims if you wish.
I already have. If that'll do any good.
I doubt it.
Everything I love dies.
First it drives you mad, then it kills, and kills, and kills. The evil of the future has arrived. The psychic killer.
Come on.
Okay. What the hell do you want?
It's you.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
Have you ever heard of the telephone?
Yeah. Calling you for 2 hours. Your damn line's been busy.
Okay, well, what is it?
Found Colleen Hudson. In the morgue.
Strangled?
Yeah, Evergreen Park. Same MO, no witnesses, no apparent motive. The body's covered with jewelry.
Any evidence?
Yeah, she had a guard dog with her. Dog was clubbed to death. Roger Sands prints all over the club. Look, the captain's pretty uptight, Lieutenant. He told me to tell you he's giving you Russo and Harris. They're checking out the other girl.
How?
He also told me to tell you to get your damn phone fixed. Hey, he said it. I didn't.
Want some coffee?
No, thanks. You mind if I just flake out?
I said, make us some coffee.
Counting, Candy. I'm almost at 10.
I'm up.
Candy, say hello to Sergeant Holt.
Hello to Sergeant Holt.
Zombie. I want to hear that door lock behind me.
Chuck, I've been thinking. Don't you think it would be better if you got some other kind of a job? You know, like a bank manager or an engineer or something with normal working hours.
I'll give it some thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could you water my plants today?
Mm-hmm. Have a nice time.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's with that?
Sergeant. Time is Roxanne Raymond's dress rehearsal.
3:30 this afternoon.
Okay, I'll see you then. Between now and then, don't let that girl out of your sight.
We got 3 men in her apartment house.
I want you inside the apartment with her. Stick to her like a Band-Aid. Till she gets to the theater, you eat with her, you ride with her, you take a bath with her if necessary.
Wow, what a place.
Hey, if Roxanne Raymond gets hinky on you, the teller will take her into protective custody. You need me, I'll be at the ESP Research Institute.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Hakeem.
So, that's psychokinesis.
Well, one manifestation of it. Now, some psychics have the power to move objects from great distances. That's telekinesis.
Are you trying to tell... Are you trying to tell me that a man could strangle someone from a distance?
Lieutenant, there are many mysterious phenomena that can't be explained. My file cabinets are filled with records of them. The Bell Witch of Springfield, Tennessee, a poltergeist, responsible for the death of a member of the Bell family. The Charles King murder case of Canada. Now, the brother of this victim had a vision of the entire incident while asleep in his home in England. And his description of the murderer led to the arrest of the man, even before news of the event had reached London. Now, these are all well-documented cases.
Dr. Ulmer, all this is driving me up the wall. Now, if you people know something that'll help me find this guy, just give it to me straight.
Lieutenant, here at the Institute, we investigate mysterious phenomena. We don't create it.
Okay. Okay. What did your psychic, Van Cott, mean when he said Roger Sands could be in the same room with you and you wouldn't be able to see him?
I don't know what he meant.
Well, you must have some theory about all this.
Yes, that's just what it is, theory. Some form of astral projection. Out-of-body travel, Lieutenant. The astral traveler usually visits places and persons he knows. Distance seems to be no barrier. A great number of cases that are thoroughly documented on this, too. And as far as we know, the astral traveler's real body always remains the place of departure. But who is to say that Roger Sands hasn't gone a step beyond? Cut the silver cord, perhaps. Reached into some new dimension.
You really think that's possible, don't you?
Well, after 12 years with the Institute, I'm convinced that if the will of the human mind is strong enough, anything is possible.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, Dr. Ulmer.
Not at all, and feel free to call me at any time.
Dr. Ulmer, only a handful of people on the force know the details of this case. So far, we've been able to keep those details out of the news. But if the media should get wind of your theory, and well, they'd make us look like a three-ring circus, you know?
I understand.
What you got, Russo?
Leading the other girl, Bambi Greer. She's an actress, big deal in the late 60s.
She's living at the marina, Dolphin Apartments, but she's not home.
Did you alert the department down there?
And the Harbor Patrol.
Okay, she's your baby. Get down there and find her. And let me know as soon as you do.
You bet.
Have you been last night? In the pines, Mama, in the pines, where the sun never shines. And I shivered the whole night through.
Picking.
Thanks. I'm better at the piano, but then I should be. I started playing when I was 7 years old. You know, when your parents are Norwegian and German, there's got to be music in the house. Hey, I'm glad you came by. It's damn lonely around here sometimes, like now. Sit down.
Yeah, it must, but that's not why I'm here.
No, I didn't think it was. Too early in the day for you, I suppose.
Yeah, right. My men out front told me you've been giving them a hard time.
Yeah, I guess I have. You know, when I get too lonely or too upset, I usually take a ride up the coast with the top down. Have lunch in Santa Barbara, dinner in Carmel. Nice.
Alone?
Yes, unfortunately alone, Lieutenant. Drive kind of helps me get my head straight. You know, sometimes I drive up into the mountains, forest country. Boy, I love the smell of pine trees. Have you ever taken a pine needle and kind of bitten it and then smelled it? Wow. Reminds me of home. But those idiots out there won't let me go any place. Not even down to my own beach.
It's, gonna get worse before it gets better. I've got to take you into protective custody.
Like hell you will. I've had about all the confinement I can take, Charlie.
Just trying to keep you from getting yourself killed.
Well, if you think I'm going to sweat it out in some stinking little room while you and your guys chase that nut, you're out of your mind.
Listen. I've just found out that we're not dealing with some ordinary... I mean, this Roger Sands, he's elusive as hell. And until I know more about him, I need all the cooperation I can get.
Well, I'm going to stay right here. And if you don't like it, you know where you can go. And you might just as well take those bastards out there with you. I want you all off my property. Do you understand that? Do you?
All right, I'll give you a choice. Either you come with me, or you stay locked in this house until I say it's okay.
You can take your choice and shove it, okay?
Why don't you stop drinking that crap and grow up?
Now, where do you get off telling me how to live my life?
That's the way it's going to be, Mrs. Harper. Or I'll get a court order and haul your ass in.
Lousy goddamn police force. Get the hell out of this house. Get the hell out of this house and leave me alone. Get out of this house!
Didn't I?
You told me. Is that our girl?
Yeah. See, the witches are trying to catch her, and then she's supposed to be sacrificed for that big demon guy up there.
Got anybody up there?
You bet your sweet ass. Yes, sir.
How many stagehands?
There's 6, and I got someone watching every one of them.
I'm going out front.
Bambi, I want you to tell me what the hell you're mixed up with.
I told you. I'm not mixed up in anything.
Then why is the harbor patrol sitting out there on the deck of my yacht?
I don't know.
I ought to have my head examined fooling around with a girl like you.
Why are you so uptight? I'm the one they're worried about.
Why the hell are they worried?
Well, I don't know, Mario. I don't know.
So help me, Bambi. If you get me mixed up in some goddamn dirty mess, I'll see that you never work in another picture the rest of your life.
Big man.
I've enough to hear with your music, stupid music.
She's aboard a yacht. The dockmaster here said they left early this morning.
She on the guide?
I radioed the dockmaster before I put in the call for you. Harbor police over there should be aboard with her by now.
I guess she's about as safe out on a yacht like that as any place, Lieutenant.
I hope you're right, Sergeant.
What do you want?
Bambi? Bambi?
Oh, here.
That hot enough to kill a man?
No, but it sure as hell knock you on your ass.
How about the fence?
Well, breaking it sets off an alarm up in the house.
Uh-huh.
Her old man's not on security, sir.
How's it going, Colbert?
No problems yet. Good morning, Captain.
Good morning.
You'd have a pretty tough time trying to make it up this way.
Romance, this is Sloan. Is a lieutenant anywhere near you?
Yeah, Sloan, go ahead.
Utility squad is here.
You check their IDs.
They're okay.
Let him in. Lock the gate behind him.
Right, sir.
Right, boy.
You're clear.
understand what we're up against?
I've told him everything I know.
I'm not so sure we shouldn't get that girl out of here. Put her on a plane to Europe or somewhere until we know what the hell this is all about.
I don't know. That wouldn't stop Sands from killing it. It's not Christina Hartman. It'll be some other lady.
How's Holt working out?
Not as bad as I thought. But he's not as good as he thinks he is. Hell, you know, I'll probably be working for him 5 years from now.
Okay, Chuck, you got the ball.
We're tied in for the 220 circuit in the utility room.
Is that enough?
More than enough, the way we're wiring it. But he's got to make contact with the metal hand railing, Lieutenant.
Why don't you just wire the steps?
What? You have to cover him over with metal plates. That'd be pretty hard to hide.
All right, Russo, as soon as they get that switch wired, you stay within a hand's reach. If I give you the word to hit it, you hit it no matter what, okay?
Okay.
Remember, if you see anything unusual or hear anything unusual, let me know.
Right.
Sloan.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
Listen, it's almost dark. Call Archer. I want him to take over your station. I want you here inside.
Okay, Lieutenant.
On the double, Sloan. Holt.
Sergeant Holt.
What? Yes, sir.
Take over here. I'm going upstairs.
Got all dressed up to have a little drinky with myself.
I told you to stay in your room with the doors locked.
When will you stop treating me like a child? I know what I'm doing, okay?
Yeah, you sure do. You're half smashed already.
Yes, sir. Warden, Lieutenant. And pretty soon I'll be totally smashed. Your help.
Like hell you will. Listen, Chris, just try to lay off that damn stuff, will you? I need your help.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I really am sorry. I guess I'm just a little scared, Lieutenant, scared.